the good, the bad, and the underbelly. We are at Dover Castle. Dover. Get a good view of this castle. Full use of the 16 Pro camera. Dover Castle. And down here is obviously part of the docks. But wow, this aura that I'm getting right now in this fucking field is beautiful. Just me alone in a random ass field in Dover. Fucking beautiful. Natural vibes. Summer sun. And just a random ass Welshman from Newport. Anyway, enough of the bullshit. Let's get down to the docks, see what stories we can uncover, and then we're heading to the city centre, find out the nitty gritty of real people's lives. Right, so listen, I know some of you might not give a fuck about this, but I was just walking past on my way down to the city centre and I thought, how fucking clever was it to build the castle on such hills, because it would be impossible for enemies to get an advantage on hills like this. I mean, look. How the fuck, there's some kind of wall defense system up there as well, but how the fuck would you be able to get an advantage getting up these fucking steep hills, you know, whilst you're getting fucking bow and arrows sent down at your face, spread. But yeah, what a beautiful little site. There's a lot of fucking history and heritage in this place. Let's have a little gander. That's what it looks like from an aerial point of view. Work of art. Anyway, I know you want to see all the nitty gritty bullshit. We get in there. Remember, the good, the bad, and the underbelly. We're starting with the good. I'm pretty sure soon we'll hear some fucked up stories. Actually, whoa, don't you go anywhere. I've got a story for you straight away. So I got a taxi up here with the taxi driver, right? I've got a taxi up here with a taxi driver. Obviously not with a fucking bus driver. I got a taxi up here and the taxi driver told me that a couple of months ago, someone from up north in the UK came down to the fucking docks to petrol bomb illegal immigrants, right? And I don't know, maybe he was scared of going to prison or whatever the fuck. It's bad. He wrapped something around his fucking neck, wrapped it around the BP garage car wash, yeah? The thing in the car wash, I don't know, some kind of metal fucking pole. Attached it to his neck and drove. He said he got decapitated. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But he definitely would have died from breaking his neck. You know, what a savage fucking way to go. And I don't understand it. I don't, you know, I mean... I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but... he shouldn't have done that. That's a waste. You know? Just for petrol bombing. Anyway, enough of my fucking rants. Let's get into the city centre. Find the centre of the city, boys. See who we can chat to. Apparently there's a park or Pennance Park or something like that. Pennance Gardens. Apparently it's where the alcoholics hang around, so we'll have a little scout around there. See if anyone's willing to conversate. Or maybe they'll just want to attack me and take my phone, but I guess we'll soon find out. So I did wonder what the fuck this steam was. I mean, it'd be rude not to have a little walk through it, wouldn't it? So just I did just speak to someone briefly and asked where the city centre was. She said to come here and then up there. So we'll walk through the fucking Sonic hoops, is it? She was going out, she was in a hurry, so she couldn't really speak, but wait, hey. Fucking smoking, boys.
I think she's gonna...
This ain't poisoning the residents, is it? Huh? What's this? They were like, huh? I think they were tourists. I'm in a funny mood today. People ain't gonna get my sense of humour, are they? So I better be careful. There's a couple of people over there though that I reckon that they want to chat. Unfortunately, they didn't want to speak. We had a few words. They said it's a shithole here, basically. But I said, like, everybody, most people, if they're from their local town, they usually say it's a shithole. That's what I find. Although Bournemouth was 50-50. I've got a feeling that today nobody's going to want to fucking talk. I just spoke to someone again off camera called George. I got a feeling he's a fucking dealer or something, because he was like, nah man, no face, no case. So I was like, ah, fair enough. And I told him what I'm about. He just didn't want to be on camera. And it's a very small town, so not many people are going to want to be on camera. So as you know, when we meet people on the vlog, we go through a set of 4 questions, and I've just met Sam here, who's willing to explain to me what the city is like for him and to run through the questions. So Sam, starting with the first question, mate, what's the best part and the worst part of Dover for you?
Best part? I'd say best part is where I work. So
Right.
I work in a tattoo shop down on Snargate Street, and been there like 7 months now. Best place I've ever worked, best people I've ever worked with, and yeah, it's the reason I come to Dover every day.
So your work is the best part of
100%,
the
yeah.
city for you?
Yeah,
Okay, fair
definitely.
enough. What about the worst part?
Worst part? I think the worst part is I think in this area in Kent, unfortunately a lot of people that have been like down and out or struggling and stuff, they kind of just get lumped into the same areas.
One area, yeah.
Yeah, and there's not like a really clear path for them to get out, so they kind of just get stuck in that cycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So the second question is, would you leave Dover? And if you would, where would you go and why?
I wouldn't want to leave anytime soon.
Okay.
Because I don't think that my time here, working here, is done.
Yeah.
There's still a lot for me to learn, there's still a lot for me to do. But the only place that I'd probably go to from here would be up to Scotland.
Scotland?
Yeah, because I've got family up there, I've got friends up there. It's just a country that I've always felt at ease with.
Right, okay. So the third question, obviously now this gets a little bit deeper because that's what my channel's about. Is there anything in life that you've had to experience or you've gone through that's kind of fucked you up mentally, but, or maybe you did or didn't, was able to recover from? And if so, how did you manage to recover from it?
So about 3.5, 4 years ago, I was a secondary school teacher.
Right.
And I'd been a teacher for about 8 years. I'd recently been diagnosed with autism and ADHD, and it answered a lot of questions for me, because I've always struggled with my mental health, depression, things like that.
Okay.
I'd started drinking a lot, started using a lot, like drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
And anyway, that kind of final year of teaching, my mental health absolutely plummeted, and I ended up in hospital for quite a few months. During that time, I lost my job, I lost my house, I then became homeless for about 3 years. Yeah, it's kind of just a kind of.
So you've been there, you've been at the bottom.
Yeah.
Fair play, man.
Yeah. And yeah, like the whole time, like when I woke up in the hospital and stuff, it was very much like a case of I really shouldn't be here right now, but I am. Quite clearly, I'm supposed to be here for something.
Yeah.
And my motivation since then has just been, well, I just got to keep going. I don't know where it comes from. Like I don't know. I can't really describe or put it into words what it is, but it's just like there's just something in me that's just like you just keep going.
Bro, I totally know that feeling.
Yeah.
I totally know that feeling. It's not, you can't put words into it.
Yeah.
We actually chose a shit location because I haven't got a mic for this, and the fucking car's gonna fuck this up. But it's still good. It's all good. Well, so this leads me on to the fourth and final question, which is it always ends in a positive one.
Yeah.
What's one life lesson that you've learned that you'd be willing to share with the viewers for someone who may be where you was at?
Take time to be comfortable by yourself and think about what it is that makes you not just happy, but what like brings you joy. Like, really think about what you want to do in life, because it's so easy. I fell into that trap like millions of us do, where you just kind of go along this conveyor belt of expectation, right?
Yeah, man.
So it's like, actually stop and think, what is it you want to do? What makes you like feel joy, and just try it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad when you start, because it's probably something you've never done before. Like for me, it was tattooing and art. That's like actually allowing myself to get into that. It's like rather than it being like a, it's just a silly kid's dream.
Yeah.
Actually give it a go.
Of course, bro, 100%.
You're probably gonna suck at it the first time you do it, probably the third, fourth, fifth, 10th time you do it. But just if it's what actually brings you joy, do it, stick it out, because it works.
Pays off eventually.
Yeah.
Top man, thank you very much, brother.
Cheers, mate.
Legend, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, bro. So that was Sam and Chelsea. Now I know the audio wasn't the greatest there, but I hope you could hear him. Quite an interesting story. He's been through some shit. He's been at rock bottom. He's been addicted to, he didn't say what drugs, but alcohol and drugs. He's been homeless, so he knows all about this. So he was the perfect person to speak to initially. Let's hope we can find a few more people who are willing to share their stories. Right, so I actually made my way. Down to the end of the high street, but it's a very small fucking town. So there's not that many shops. There's not that many people here. So we're heading back the way I come at the moment. As you can see, there's all that steam and bullshit. Heading back down here, heading towards the port. See if we can speak to some locals down there. See what the crack is. Check this shit out then. Okay. So this is Dover Port, is it? That's not even the accent yet, but I guess this is where all the action takes place then. Okie dokie. Right here. Apparently where they come in on the boats is down here, so down here is where we're gonna go. First of all, check that out. The White Cliffs of Dover. The castle. Whoa, bruh. Nice. Oh, do you know what? I'm not fucking walking all the way down there. I am not walking all the way down fucking there to walk all the way. Motherfucking back up, bro. My penis, aka the Grand Shaft. We're gonna head back into the city centre, walk for them Penchester Gardens or whatever the fuck it's called. Try and get a story or two. Ah man, I'm so fucked off. I hate it when this happens. So I've just met David on my way to the Penchester Gardens, and he's willing to share his story and answer some of the questions. Dave, the first question is, what's the best thing about the City Fuel and what's the worst thing about the City Fuel?
For me, particularly in this area, Dover, Kent, it's got to be the tourism side of things. The amount of people that we have come through from all different nationalities, especially when the cruise ships and that come in, There's a lot of atmosphere.
Yeah.
You've got the castle, which is a high point. The town centre's not the greatest.
Yeah.
It could do with a bit more
Refurb.
that's the one, refurbing definitely. But otherwise, Dover's lovely. There's a lot of history around Dover. It just takes time for people to look at it properly from outside.
It's a big historical fucking town.
It is.
It's one of the biggest in the UK.
There's a lot. There is a lot, but most people don't see it for the history.
Yeah.
Because like coming into Dover, it looks absolutely fantastic. Then you go into the town centre and it's just like dead.
I think what it's known for now is the immigration issue.
Yeah, big time.
What is like that? Yeah? What is that like for you? Like,
For me,
is it noticeable? Have you seen it?
It's very, very noticeable.
Yeah.
Like when I go for runs in the morning, I run from Dover to Folkestone and then back in. You see all the boats just coming over. It's like really. It's like where's the Navy protecting our shores? Like my great grandparents fought in the First World War. My grandparents fought in the Second World War. It's like they'll be turning in their bloody graves, seeing what's happening, and like they fought to protect our shores, protect our land.
100%.
And it's not happening now.
No. So that leads me on to the second question, which is, would you leave Dover? And if so, why?
I would leave Dover because, not that I would really want to, but it's because of there's too much loss around here for me personally, like with friends, family, with deaths and everything else like that. It's just like there's no point in me really being.
It's a traumatic. Same for me with Newport. It's got some. It's just a traumatic memory. It's just a dark cloud over it forever. No matter how bright the sun is.
Yeah, there's always that dark shadow behind you. That's why I've got a whole tattoo sleeve that is just
that looks
inside,
fresh,
so
bro. That looks fresh.
This one is fresh. It just hasn't worked.
Yeah, that looks fresh, man. That looks sick. Check that out. That's sick, bro.
It's the reason why I got that angel done.
So you mentioned that, right? Sorry, what's that?
It's the Dark Angel. It's something that's always over my shoulder, so I've got that there to like look down and like, well, I'm not just ignore it now.
Yeah.
I'll try to.
So that touches on my third question, which is, so everybody's got a story, everybody's gone through something in their life, some more than others, and there's obviously levels to it, but what's the thing or things that you've gone through that has basically affected or fucked up your mental health, and was you able to recover from it, and if so, how?
For me, I wouldn't say it was childhood trauma as such, but being in and out of care all my life, going from foster family to real family and back again constantly all the way through. And then obviously like with recent, like say like last 20 years or so, like my own mental health's gone down. I used to be an alcoholic. I used to be quite bad on the recreational drugs.
Right.
Come off of them as soon as I found out my ex-partner was pregnant with my daughter. Now it's cold turkey, the whole lot.
Okay, bro.
So that's the reason why I gave up all that lot.
Good man.
Recently, after losing my friend, I took a really bad nosedive. I tried to unalive myself at the top of the cliffs. I had no clue what was happening.
Yeah. Was you under the influence?
No, not at all. I went to bed. I don't even recall getting dressed, getting out of bed, getting dressed, locking my flat up, going up there. It wasn't until like 4:30 in the morning when someone tried to ring me.
Really?
Yeah. And that's when I snapped out. And when I snapped out of it, I was literally sat on the edge of the cliff filming the drop. Like I was just about to go and do. If it wasn't for that phone call, I wouldn't be here.
I imagine that cliff. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I did acknowledge what you said, but I imagine I just had a thought. Thinking of those cliffs being here, I imagine that's kind of like a suicide point for.
It is. There's a certain point to where I went. That's the known hotspot.
Right, yeah. Because you know it's a hotspot, it's kind of in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
No, the reason why that came to my mind is because I've obviously suffered with suicidal ideation and attempts and things. So I thought, fucking hell, if I was around here, that'd be the first thing I would think of all the time.
Yeah.
Just go to the cliffs. You know. So I'm glad you shared that story, bro. So. How would you say you've managed that? Would you say it's still an ongoing thing? Like for me, depression is forever. Depression is forever. You just learn to battle it every day, and you do the best you can. Like for me, that's how I'm living.
Yeah, the best way I would suggest is every day that you wake up, it's a blessing. It's a godsend. And the way I've dealt with my depression after losing my son 12 years ago.
It's your son?
Yes, my son, stillborn, 39 weeks. I've found peace with it with regards to running. Right. I help a charity called Off the Streets and On Your Feet to help those that have been homeless
I love that, bro.
or going through addiction issues and things like that. By telling my story helps them, and even just going for a 5k walk with those that are interested in doing it it helps get them back into fitness again.
Yeah, man.
And the one thing that I have found with that is, after doing a 5k park run, for example,
Yeah.
and you have everyone, all the other participants there cheering you on to get you to the finishing line, it's an endorphin rush. People that have gone and done it, like, don't know where that comes
They've
from.
completed something.
Yeah, is that a sense of achievement that you can do something? There's always someone there cheering you on, no matter
100%.
who it is.
Yeah, man.
So
Small
I found
goals,
that
small
through running.
victories.
Yeah.
100%, man. I love that, and that's where it starts, man. So you're doing a fucking awesome thing there. You're doing an awesome thing, bro. And you kind of answered it already, but the fourth question is, what's one life lesson that you've learned personally that you'd be willing to that you could share with the viewers? And you kind of touched on it there.
Yeah. I would say, for me personally, life's short. Enjoy it while you can. Don't try and stick to your box standard 9-to-5 job, because you're just wasting your life away. You need to spend the time in the moment, in the now.
You fucking listening?
You need to spend it in the now, especially like if you've got young kids and that. They grow up just like that.
Yeah, man. You know
So I'm a
that, bro.
chef by trade, and like I lost 7 years of my daughter's life growing up.
Yeah.
I missed the first steps, I missed the first 2 cutting out. I missed her saying dad for the first time.
And they're the worst. I've got a 10-year-old daughter and I've got a 1-year-old son, and missing those moments, they're
breaks
so
you.
precious, bro.
Yeah.
They're the most valuable times in life.
Yeah, and you're missing them because
So-
you're doing the 9-to-5 job.
I feel your fucking pain, man. And I say that to people. I say, you know, like, obviously you have to work, but also you can't miss those moments. You need those moments. If you're missing it because of your fucking work, you need to not work for those moments, because those moments are worth much more than any cash or fucking anything on this planet. A $1 billion mansion and a Ferrari is not worth those moments.
Yeah,
So I'm glad you touched on that, because I'm passionate about that shit, bro.
Because my daughter's now 15, turning 16 next year, and it's like, where the hell is that time gone?
Yeah.
The last time I remember you, I feel like physically, was
Baby,
like when you was 3 years old, starting your first day at school.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, what the hell, where's that 12 years gone?
Yeah.
It's gone just like that.
Yeah, man. Scary. It's horrible. A painful feeling, isn't it?
It is.
Horrible
It's
feeling.
like time
man.
just goes too
Time
quick.
does. Time does. It's, and do you find that, like, the older we're getting, the quicker time goes as well?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a
100%.
paradox. It should be the other way around.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, man. The older I'm getting, the quicker time's going. It's like death is like a step away.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it could be anything. You could just step outside your front door.
And that,
bang.
I guess that leads back to what you said, like, fucking time goes like that.
Yeah.
You know, and to live in the you know, to
It does.
live for now, and don't waste your life doing, you know,
does.
in court, in obviously work, but it's, you know, silly things like.
Yeah, it's like the political side of jobs and things like that. Don't get involved in it if you
Yeah,
don't
man.
have to.
Yeah.
There's no point in it. It's just causing yourself more stress.
Yeah, man. Yo, bro, I've kept you long enough.
No, that's
Thank
right,
you for
right.
sharing your story,
Anytime,
bro. Legend, man. Now, have you noticed a pattern if you've been watching my channel, that a lot of us who have been in care or had a shit start usually end up in a bad place early adolescence, early adulthood, or teenage years? You know, it's not a coincidence. Like, your childhood, your early years really fucking matter, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, to help make sure that my son has the best start in life that he can fucking have. Anyway, we are now in the gardens, and let's see what the gardens are about, bruv. So yeah, we've got people all around us over there. I imagine the piss heads are. You've got the park. Not sure what that thing is. I imagine it was going to be a bit bigger, to be honest with you. So I did just speak to someone off camera again. I don't know why, but not many people want to speak on camera here, which is mad. But it's been an alright day. I've seen what I've needed to see. Obviously, I've seen more than you because you're behind the screen. Unfortunately, not many people have wanted to speak. But we're going to head back to the train station. We may capture one more story. Didn't manage to get any info or interviews about the immigration here. But it is what it is. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. And I'll make sure the next one is twice as good. Peace. Back when it all began, today has definitely been underwhelming, but that's what it's like sometimes experiencing small towns.